Maryam walked back into the village. Her people turned, eyes widening, whispers rising like a storm. Shock spread across their faces. "Oh, Maryam," they cried, "you have done a terrible thing. O sister of Harun, your father was not an evil man, nor was your mother unchaste." Their voices were sharp, their accusations like daggers. But Maryam said nothing. Instead, she simply pointed to the cradle, to the tiny child resting in her arms. The crowd scoffed, confused. How can we speak to one who is a child in the cradle? But then, the impossible happened. The baby stirred, his lips parted, and a voice filled with power and purity flowed from him. "Indeed, I am the servant of Allah. He has given me the scripture and made me a prophet. He has blessed me wherever I may be, and enjoined upon me prayer and charity as long as I live. He has made me dutiful to my mother, and not arrogant or wretched. And peace be upon me the day I was born, the day I will die, and the day I will be raised alive." The crowd stood frozen, their mouths dry, their eyes wide with awe. In that moment, the truth was undeniable. This was no ordinary child. This was a sign of Allah, born to Maryam by his command, destined to be a prophet, who would guide his people back to the one true God. Years passed, and the boy who once spoke from the cradle grew into a man of wisdom, dignity, and purity. His eyes carried the light of truth, and his voice carried the weight of revelation. Allah gave him the Injil, the gospel, a scripture of guidance and mercy. And through him, Allah unleashed miracles that shook the hearts of those who witnessed them. In the marketplace, he took clay in his hands, shaping it into the form of a bird. Then, by Allah's permission, he breathed upon it, and it came to life, flapping its wings and soaring into the sky. The blind came to him, their eyes clouded in darkness, and with a touch, by Allah's will, sight was restored, light pouring into their world once again. The lepers cast aside by society, healed in his presence, their skin made pure. And even the dead, lifeless and cold, rose when he called them, only by the permission of Allah. Yet through it all, Jesus reminded them, "I do this by Allah's leave, worship him alone." But while many hearts softened, others grew harder. Some followed him in faith, but many among the children of Israel doubted, rejected, and envied him. He was not sent to glorify himself, but to call his people back to the straight path, to confirm the Torah that came before, and to guide them with the light of the Injil. His miracles were signs, but his message was clear. "Indeed, Allah is my Lord and your Lord, so worship him. This is the straight path." The more Jesus spread the message of truth, the more his enemies grew restless. His miracles drew crowds, his words stirred hearts, and the leaders of his people, driven by pride and envy, saw their power slipping away. They whispered in corners, conspired in darkness, and plotted to silence him forever. Rumors spread. He blasphemes against the law of Moses. He leads the people astray. And soon their whispers became shouts, demanding his death. Soldiers were sent, torches burning in the night, footsteps thundering as they closed in. But Allah, the best of planners, would never allow his prophet to be disgraced. Just as they stretched out their hands to seize him, Allah's decree descended. In an instant, confusion spread among them. Another man was made to resemble Jesus, and he was seized instead. The soldiers dragged him away, thinking they had captured the Messiah. That man was crucified, raised upon wood, mocked and humiliated, while the truth remained hidden. For the Quran declares, "They did not kill him, nor did they crucify him, but it was made to appear so. Rather, Allah raised him up to himself." In the unseen realm above, Jesus remains alive, a prophet safeguarded until the final chapters of human history unfold. For the promise has been made. Before the end of time, he will descend once more. When the world is drowning in corruption, when deception rules, and the false Messiah, the Dajjal, spreads chaos, the Son of Mary will return. He will descend upon the white minaret in Damascus, his hands resting on the wings of angels, his breath carrying the death of falsehood. With justice he will rule, breaking the cross, killing the swine, abolishing the lies spoken in his name. He will slay the Dajjal, the great deceiver, and peace will spread across the earth like a dawn that never fades. In his time, wealth will overflow, swords will be abandoned, and every heart will know the truth. Allah alone is worthy of worship. Yet even he, the Messiah, will live as a servant of Allah, praying, fasting, worshiping, until his destined time of death. And when he passes, the Muslims will pray over him and lay him to rest, sealing a story that began with a miraculous birth and will end with the final triumph of truth. This is the story of Isa ibn Maryam, Jesus in Islam, not as a son of God, but as a servant of the Most High.